All right. So I know there's only like two of you watching. I'm basically just prepping Platinum Smash for tomorrow. I have like a ton of stuff to do, so I'm just gonna like knock all of it out. I got my little to-do list in the corner here, and I guess I'll be working on this for the rest of the night. Not the rest of the night, but probably next couple hours. So first order of business, gotta advertise Platinum Star Smash tomorrow. No James, who usually advertises this stuff. So I'm going to do that right now. Kind of a day later than I wanted to, but it's happening. Let's see. Venue opens at 2, doubles at 3:30. Both Bayo and Cloud are banned. Banned. Let's see. Don't. Oh wait, no, it's already there. I don't need to put that there. Let's see. Tomorrow in Howl and Jay. No James, so first place is up for the taking. Venue opens at 2, doubles at 3:30, singles at 5:30. Don't forget, Cloud and Bayonetta are banned in doubles. Alright. Also, really need setups. Check the event page for discounted venue with setup. Nah, fuck that. Not that important. Really, just really need setups. So please bring one, and you will receive a venue discount. Cool. All right, where's that page? Platinum. There we go. That's the one. Copy. Pasta. Okay. Does that pop up, or do I have to add the picture? Looks like I have to add the picture. That's stupid. Scroll way up. God, look at all these tournaments that get advertised within a month's time. So many. Open link. Just save it right here. Let's see, where'd that go? There we go. Yep. Look at that. I feel so bad adding everyone today, especially because I feel it here. We're gonna let's see, this is all today. So this is 1 at everyone, 2 at everyone, 3 at everyone. This is within 5 minutes. Come on, guys. Let's get better at this. I guess Friday's a good day to advertise events. Cool. All right, so let's advertise there. Now I need to go to Facebook. And I need to actually get people to bring setups. So let me go to the last one, Platinum Star Smash. Number 6. And I'm going to copy pasta. Where's the discussion? Alright then. I thought there was a setup post in here. Son of a gun. Gotta make a setup post. Okay. Maybe, I know one of these had them. Maybe Platinum Star 5? Star Smash 5. Yep, there we go. Come on, there's gotta be a setup post in here. I don't have to type this from scratch, man. Setup post? No. Yes, there it is. Let's go. I guess it could have just been simple. I made a big deal out of nothing. Okay. But we still need it. This is 7. This is tomorrow. Yep. Setup post. If you plan on coming and getting a $3 discount on venue fee, let us know so we can make this event run smoothly as possible. Confirmed. James is not going to be there, so that stinks. Justy setup. Alright. If you plan on coming and bringing a full setup, Wii U, Smash 4, Smash 4, GC adapter, monitor, and a power strip. Dude, these power strips go a long way. So if you do bring a setup and you bring a power strip, you are actually awesome. There's definitely enough outlets in the venue, but like not a ton. Or I'm sorry, not that there's not a ton, but the way they're spaced, they definitely need power strips. Let's see, and monitor. Power strips. Power strips are encouraged. You will receive, receive $3 discount on venue fee with a full setup. What's up, King? Let's see here. Setup post. Make sure my grammar is not terrible. If you plan on coming and bringing a full setup, which is a Wii U, Smash 4, GameCube adapter, and monitor, power strips are encouraged. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. You will receive a $3 discount on venue fee. Oh, dude, nice. So you could play comp now. That's actually a really good feeling. My one warning about competitive Overwatch and reaching level 25, try not to solo queue. Try and get friends. What's up, Victor? But try and get friends, because like solo queuing is it sucks, dude. Like you're guaranteed to find people who are just gonna throw or just really don't know what's going on. It is. It's actually super toxic. I can't play unless I have like a stack now. I actually solo queued last night. I had like a really good run with friends, and oh, dude, that's pretty sick. You made Grandmaster? This is your first account too, I'm guessing? I placed like high gold when I first placed, and I was pretty happy about it. And then I just solo queued after that because I didn't know any better, and I dropped like I had a pretty serious drop, man. I'm kind of in the depths of silver, and then I found like a stack of people to play with. So like now I win pretty regularly, mostly because I'm solo level and they're higher level, so it kind of balances out. But man, yeah, solo queuing, no fun. Let me see. Please let me know. Let me make. No. The more setups, the better. Oh, dude, that's tough. So, like, you basically get in a queue as Widow, and everyone's just pleading for you to change. Yeah, I don't think it's worse than being a Torb though, or being like Torb or Symmetra. Like, if you're a main, I have a friend who's a Symmetra main, and it's like people ask him to switch, and he's like, all right, I'll switch. Should I switch to tank Symmetra, attack Symmetra? And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. He comes in clutch with portals, though, all the time. I don't think Torb is bad, but you really need a team that's going to build around him. Otherwise, he is bad. Like, you need to have a Torb who's actually going to not just put his turret in dumb places. Dude, Brigette's actually pretty fun. I wish her shield was either a little bit bigger or, I don't know. I feel like she's close to being really, like, good and versatile, but I also feel like she doesn't really stand out in any exceptional way. Tracer's good, though. That's, like, one character you can always use. Okay, let me see here what I gotta do. So I gotta make this. Alright, cool. Good enough. So, alright, that's cool. That's two things done. Setup post. Cool, cool. All good. I guess we could get out of here for now. Actually, I'm going to jump on the list. I got to make a Facebook page for Platinum Star 8. I always try to make the pages ahead of time, because if you make them ahead of time, then it's a lot easier to advertise the day of this tournament. Since like we don't have that many streams, got to take advantage. Maybe we're getting asked. Dude, keyboard and mouse, I can't even imagine playing with a controller. It's just a lot better, keyboard and mouse. You get a lot more freedom. Do I want that light on? I don't want that light on. You get just like a lot more freedom and things move quicker, as I'm sure you know the benefits of a keyboard and mouse, but it is a lot better than a controller. Yeah, honestly, it is kind of a broken team, especially if you have another shields. I mean, I actually am kind of a heals main for the most part, especially because I usually play with dudes who are a lot like been playing a lot longer than me. But yeah, I don't know. Moira kind of fits any comp. She could totally solo heal. She outputs so many heals. And then like Lucio's just solid, dude. He's just like a solid comp. Dude, I had a team quad tank us the other day. It was pretty awful. Felt really bad. It was actually a really quick L. It's funny how it works too, because unless you have like some really good offensive units, you're kind of just boned. Like if you have like a Winston and a D.Va diving you, and you have like a couple more shields. I could see that. That's actually a pretty good call. Like if you're just sort of shield bashing people out in the open, and you have like a pretty solid Widow. I wish I was better with Widow. I'm so trash at clicking on people's heads. Let's see. I don't need that. Get out of here. Right, so I gotta dupe this page. How do I do that? I forget all the time. There we go. Duplicate event. That was easy. Platinum Star 8. It's going to be... yeah, May 5th. Same times. I'm still lacking like that one really good offensive unit. Like I could use Soldier kind of, but yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, man. Being Widow with a controller actually sounds like hell. I have a hard enough time like just kind of clicking on them as it is, like with a mouse. I can imagine trying to like calibrate the thumbstick enough to actually focus on someone. Give you credit for that. You'll feel so much better when you're playing mouse and keyboard. I think this is all good. Oh, I saw something. There we go. All right, so this is right? May 5th, that's a month from now. Here, have this link. Always count on Biddy for a setup, man. Biddy's like a super clutch player. Super clutch homie. All right. You know what? I got an idea. Confirmed setups. Watch this. Oh my gosh, this looks so much better. Oh. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. I forget how many setups the venue has. I think they have like 1 or 2. Oh, I see what you mean, King. I didn't realize you could do that on Xbox. It's about time, mouse and keyboard. It's you just gotta kind of do it. I guess the weirdest part is like the movement at first, but like obviously like aiming with your cursor is much preferred. All right, so I think we're good on Facebook. That's that. Wait, so do you have 2 accounts now? Because you can't link like your Xbox and your PC, can you? Or they're just 2 different accounts, I think. Yeah, I mean, you're right about that, dude. This is definitely a PC-driven game. That's like every shooter, though. That's pretty much everything that's multi-platform. It's always PC. I would actually love to stream Overwatch. I just don't know. Not really. No one's really looking for that spicy silver play yet. Yeah, it sucks that they're separate accounts. It makes sense, though. Okay, let me, right, Smash GG. That's what I'm doing. I actually own Overwatch on Xbox as well. I haven't turned it on once. I don't think I've used my Xbox, like... It's been a while. It's been a while since I used my Xbox. The last I used it was for Gears. And let me just tell you something. So you know how like all the crossplay shit between Xbox and PC is a thing? Well, so I bought a physical copy of Gears thinking I would get a copy of you know, like a download code or something. No download code. No free copy. In order to have done that, I needed to buy a digital copy, and then it would give me a PC download. And I just didn't care enough to like make a stink. Yeah, I guess if anything, like it's almost like a Smurf count on your PC. Like you'll just start from fresh, and you'll probably place really well again, and it's all good. Once you get better with the mouse and keyboard, obviously. Let me see. I use Smash GG so much, and for some reason I still forget how to like do stuff. I duplicate this. Let me see. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of something. What's up? Yeah, I'm listening. Yep. Nope. Thanks. Damn, dude. Top 500 Xbox actually still pretty cool. Top 500 anything's pretty cool. How long have you been playing, King? Have you been playing a while? Honestly, all it takes is like one person throwing for like you to go on a really bad trend of losing. It's like you have one bad match, and for some reason it just sets you spiraling into like I have my theories on this, but it just sends you in like a spiral of losing. I'm actually in one of those currently. I see. I will say I do like that about Overwatch is the fact that it's kind of easy to like jump in and out of. Like it's actually very easy to jump in and out of, which is exactly like for someone like me is good. Like where I'm doing like a lot of other things, or I just want to play other games. That's like a certain like hand-eye memory sort of, or hand-eye thing that just sort of sticks like a muscle memory. Oh, I forgot about that bot command for the side stream. I gotta get rid of that. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. Okay. 11. Let's see details, event setup, attendee bracket, blah 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 blah. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, I'm not missing anything. Cool. That's someone reported you, dude. You're gonna get reported. I feel like no matter what you do. Like, there's just so many like salty assholes on Overwatch. It's so funny, man. It is honestly a super toxic community. That's why it's like if you find homies that you just like playing with, then it just works. Then it cause the team dynamic of that game is actually incredible. Like when you're flowing with a team and everyone's like doing their roles and stuff, it's really cool. But like all it takes is like one motherfucker to like ruin that shit. What did I do here? Yeah, this is it. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say it should autofill. The heck, and it did. What's that? I wonder if there's a better way. I mean, they've been at it for a while, and they being Blizzard, and they're like working really hard with like trying to make Overwatch bigger. I just can't help but to wonder if like there's a better matchmaking process, because I will say there's times like we're all get matched with people who are like everyone's a Mercy main or like everyone's a Rhine main, and then that's it. So it's like you have all these people playing weird things. And it happens in Silver, obviously, but it's like self-fulfilling. So it's like if you're in Silver and you're getting a character you don't usually use, you're just going to end up kind of fucked over because your skill level's already down. So if you're playing with other people's skill level down, they're using different characters. Like I don't know. It's tough. I don't know what you do about that, honestly, but I just know it's whack. Don't need that. Okay, that's that. Yeah, for sure. I almost feel like even if they did a thing like where you could input in your profile, even if it doesn't take it from the statistics, which I feel like it can, where you could just like specify what kind of main you are or something, it would make a lot more sense. I mean, I guess when you think about it, it's still a pretty young game. It's been out for a couple years, but for something that's going to be competitive and they're going to like try to drive like that, it's got a lot of life and improvements to make. All right, so is this done? Am I done with Smash GG here? I think I am. I think I got to submit it or something. Submit. Yeah, 50 to 200. Prove me right. Would be interested in fundraising. No, thank you. If you're interested in fantasy. I actually don't know much about Fantasy Smash, but it's probably pretty cool. All right, waiting for approval. These guys approve things so freaking fast, so it'll be ready. All right, so now that that's done, I don't need to worry about that. I advertise the tournaments. Let me see, Smash GG, done. So I guess while I'm on the topic of PSS 8, I'll just fix this ad. Let me see the owl gets like. Dude, I'm actually a big fan of like XQC. I watch a lot. It's super basic stream, but he's like that big personality. I mean, he got kicked out of the league for all like that. Kind of funny. I don't know. They said he was racist or whatever. He wasn't. But in either case, like I'm a big fan of his. And yeah, he gets like probably about 100K views too, man. It's so cool seeing that kind of like level. I forget exactly what happened. It was like, didn't he use an emote and like the emote was racist or something? And then they basically like, but like the emote's in the game, but they said like when he used it was bad. I don't even know what the details were. I'm still kind of a noob for like Overwatch stuff. Like I'm like brand new to this. This is like a wave that's like 3 years old that I'm like just hopping on. And do I got that right? Is Saturday Cinco de Mayo? Oh shit. Platinum Star 8 on Cinco de Mayo. Let's go. Alright, that was a pretty easy fix. Save that. Yeah, we want to replace that shit. Alright, so we're done with that. This list is going by fast. This feels good. These two are going to take some time. I don't even know if I'm going to do these today. I'm actually just trying to get more streams in. I'm pretty close to a partnership with Twitch with the MHG account, but I don't stream enough days. It's because it's hard to like stream that many tournaments. So I'm trying to get creative and figure out other things to stream. I know this isn't the most high-octane stream, but I don't know, maybe you guys pick up something. Right now, I'm mostly just fixing all the templates for tomorrow. Kind of easy stuff. Let's see. Dude, he's a total tryhard. He's so annoying, but I don't know. Something about his personality is funny to me. He's a total tryhard. He's definitely one of those personalities that's love-hate, and a lot of people just hate him. He's pretty hateable, but like you can't even deny it, man. The guy gets like he gets some serious action on the stream. I don't know why he's got that Christmas tree behind him. He's had that thing forever too. Let's see. So these thumbnails that like I'm messing with right now, these are my templates. What I usually do is, as you can see, I update the date and the number Platinum Star it is, and I'll update them beforehand so that way, like when I'm streaming, it's really easy to make the thumbnails. It's like definitely extra effort, but it's worth the extra effort. It's like if you have thumbnails made, it's a lot easier. because I do it in between, or I do it as the matches run. It's actually, I don't know how much you guys use Photoshop. It's actually part of the reason I wanted to start doing streams like this, especially for like anyone who's trying to start a stream or has a stream and just trying to make it better. Like, I know MHG is also just starting out, but I've sort of gotten so many things almost like automatic in my mind, or automated to a sense. Not even automated, but just prepared well, where I think if other people had just an idea of where to start, it would ultimately result in better channels. Because, like, it stinks when you see a channel that just doesn't have, like, thumbnails or anything. I know it's not the biggest deal, and it really isn't, because you're just getting the gameplay. But, like, I don't know, man. There's something to be said about having a good presentation, too. At least in my mind, but I guess it's not important all the time. Let me see. Platinum Star, template, change the date, change the number, back to winners round 1. Cool. Yeah, dude, it's just like, honestly, it's a matter of just learning Photoshop. These look complicated just because I have so many options in it. Like, you'll see here, like, I just have a thing for winners rounds. So that way it's like, let's say the tournament's going, and I got players on, and I'm like, okay, shit, I got to change now. It's not winners round 1. It's actually winners quarters, so you just check off the layer. Let me see. Let me go up to the top. At the very top, I have all the names. So it's like I kind of just fill them in, because a lot of times with, like, there's actually a lot of names in here, holy shit. But basically what happens is as people just come on the stream, you can almost count on seeing them again in most cases. So it's like, you know, becomes kind of brain dead. Not brain dead, but it just becomes easy. So it's like, you could kind of do this even with regular thumbnails, and I might even do some tutorials or something, man. It's just like, it's stuff that isn't that hard, but like having some explanation and guidance on it would make it easier. XQC, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with him yet. All I know is that he's a really good tank main, which is fun for me to watch. Which I guess, like, it's funny. A lot of the guys I watch, I guess, are tank mains. Like, I watch a lot of Tim the Tatman, too. Oh, shiz. Thanks, Prime. Means a lot, dude. I'm actually trying to figure out better ways to, like, drive in money, because I know that Twitch gets kind of personal in terms of, oh yeah, by the way, and here's the layers of characters. So I have, like, the left side and then the right side. So I just click them according to the character, according to the player. And these are mostly my templates. Sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. I always rearrange them because I like the tournaments to look different. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. So here's where it gets annoying. So yep, that's singles. Doing doubles, I know it doesn't sound like it would be that big of a thing, but like it kind of is. You have like the whole extra 2 players. Like, ugh. Oh, sick! Hell yeah! Prime subs with Twitch Prime. Yeah, man. Yeah, so King, there's a folder for each side, and then when I do doubles, it's the same kind of thing. This is where it gets to be a pain, though. Is you could see, like, you see how there's 2 names up here? Teams aren't usually static, so I can't really save them together. Like, theoretically, like, let's just say R Hungry and Wraith were always on a team together. Then, like, I could Control G and group them together, and then, like, I could toggle them on and off. But that isn't the case. A lot of times people team with different people. So, like, I can't really do a group. By the way, to ungroup them, it's just Control-Shift-G. I don't know if anyone's really cares or taking notes, but I think it's useful information. But in either case, so, right, you have all those extra names to click, and then this is where it gets really kind of, not annoying, just another reason for me to, like, tire of doubles. But, so with that, you have 4 different folders for characters. So right now I have an order, player 1, 2, 3, and 4, but sometimes when you have, like, a Bayonetta and like her shit's all over the place. This is why I did the icon small for this. I did the icons small so they don't run over each other. But like in other streams, sometimes I have to reorder player 2 over player 1 just because like, so that way like Ganon goes over Bayonetta instead of like underneath. Because like sometimes if I have the characters any bigger and like Bayonetta's like just intruding whatever, it's usually her because her thing is obnoxious. Go figure. You could probably, so yeah, definitely pirate Photoshop if you can, Prime. It's not, sometimes it's a pain to find it, but if you have a friend who's kind of savvy with that stuff, I use a pirated copy. I have a pirated copy of Photoshop and Illustrator. Sometimes I'll use Illustrator to make like things for Photoshop. It's super tedious, man, but like honestly, like when I'm just streaming tournaments and I'm already doing tedious stuff like clipping matches on and off, this is like kind of cake. I kind of did this too because a lot of times I get so worn out after a tournament and I feel like I'll just disappear. And it's not that I want to disappear. I want to interact and do more stuff and have fun and whatever, but like sometimes I'm just so wiped from the process, man. Like after Collision, I kind of wanted to die. That was like 12 straight hours of what you're looking at right now. Like clipping matches and making the thumbnails and then like labeling them as such. Because then I have like, here, hold up. Actually, I'm not going to do it. But basically, I have like a little sheet that I'll make that just kind of like this to-do list that'll just have like the match labels. Then I copy paste those to YouTube as I upload, and I copy paste it to these file names so everything's in order. Yeah, man, I'm of like a kind of, I'll support illegal activity as long as you're not hurting anyone. I don't really think you're hurting the creators of Photoshop or Adobe in any way if you pirate a copy. I mean, I guess technically you are, but like, I don't know, man. It really is an arm and a leg to like get an Adobe account. Because I was gonna do it legit because like I wanted to do everything legit, but like if I did, that's like an extra $600 a year just going towards having this program that I'm using right now, which just sort of feels crazy. Like, I'll make $600 if I'm lucky in, like, 6 tournaments. Tournaments don't necessarily pay the most. Which is, again, why I'm trying to figure out better ways to drive in cash. It's, like, so much the Wild West, I feel like, Smash. Money in all kinds of weird places. And, like, without having Jelly Belly Beans like support my stream and shilling, like it's tough. Not too tough. I actually really like what I do, but alright, Platinum Dubs, winners round 1. Okay, so this all looks right. The date's right. Did I? Okay, and I got the right date there. Right date here. 7. Alright, cool. 2 things done. Take that. Cross that guy off. I gotta update the overlays. So this stuff is pretty easy right now because I have everything already prepared. Everything's made. I just have to update them. So like what I just did for the thumbnails and the this advertisement you're looking at for the next Platinum Star, not tomorrow, I do the same thing with the overlays. I just I change them so they just look a little better. I used to just like not put a number on the overlays, but then I just realized it looks a lot better and it's not that much effort. Let's see. Main overlay. Yeah, it's tough when you have a good product, especially a product that's a staple and that everyone uses. Like, how do you even decide to price such a thing? I do think it's priced a little bit absurd, to be entirely honest with you, but I guess when you think about how many people pirate it, the company that actually does buy Photoshop legit, it makes sense. But for me, I don't know if I necessarily, I mean, I'm technically a company. I got an LLC and stuff, but like, not enough to really buy like a corporate version of Photoshop, that's for sure. Alright, that's that. Open. So since these files are already rooted in these are like off center, I gotta fix that 7. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Since these files are already like rooted in OBS, the nice part is all I have to do is save the PNG over it and it just fixes itself in OBS, so I don't even have to change anything. Yeah, dude, I agree. I miss when Photoshop was a one-time buy because you definitely don't need all of the updates that they give you. A lot of times it's really simple stuff. It's like a patch. It's like a patch and smash. It's like the real version that they update is really just like not even reskinned, but it like allows you to group things differently or something. It's kind of silly, but it's how these companies make money, and I guess how they develop better products. I don't know. It's the way it goes, basically. Alright, so I don't think I have a number in here. I should have a number in here, but I don't have a number in here. I'm not going to put one in either. This one, though. I made this overlay when I was, like, delirious, like, super sick before the last Platinum. I was like sick 2 months in a row. 2 months ago was like the day of Platinum, and I was just like wrecked the actual day and like brought myself in just to like stream, but I was like dead. And then last month, that same thing happened to me, but like 2 days before. And the 2 days before, I threw this overlay together because I didn't want every overlay to have commentators on it. Because I just feel like sometimes if you're a commentator, you don't want a camera in your face all the time. Later, Victor. The font that I'm using right now, this is Nexa Bold and Nexa Light. I use these for all of my streams. I love this font. It has a really nice, like, professional look to it. It's a little bit different, and, like, it's just kind of clean looking. I use this for almost all of my Master Hand stuff, especially the streams. I have some other fonts I use, but, like, all in all, these are kind of, like, my main ones. I actually want to add stuff to this overlay a little bit. I'm going to do that real quick. Got to open up the collision overlays for a minute. Okay. So like this spot here with the commentators and stuff, I like that. I like people knowing who's commentating, but I hate having to have the cameras on all the time. I kind of noticed that for the first time in Legend of Glen, because I think a lot of the commentators were just surprised to always have a camera on them, because that doesn't always happen. And then I kind of just realized that I guess big tournaments don't usually do that. Hey, it's Drex. What's up, dude? So what I'm going to do, I forget how I did this. Nope, that's not it. Where's the thing? Nope, that's not it. The thing is there. That's what I'm looking for. What's this? So this trial and error clicking I'm doing, this is what happens when you don't label your files properly. It's not always like this. I threw this one together kind of last minute too. Where are those logos at? Dude, I'm actually doing pretty well today. I've been on a pretty good streak of getting stuff done. Let's see, reset a lot of things. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well today. Just trying to get this stuff done for tomorrow. This is like a usual thing that I do. I don't know why I save things for last minute, but I just do. Dude, where? Okay, they're in here. They're in here. I'm looking for this Twitter icon, and I'm looking for these microphones. These ones right here. Look at these guys. Come here. Get my other overlay. There we go. I feel cheesy taking the same idea and put just like copy pasta into this one, but whatever. I guess I could put it here. Yeah, I'll do that actually. I like that idea. Where's that 7? Drag this up. That looks centered, I think. Dude, that's cool. I'm glad you actually think this is fun. I had a thought in my mind that this would actually be cool. Because this is like where I thrive. This sort of preparation is where I do well. And I've just sort of learned a lot of things for doing it a while now. I've been at this, and when I say this, I mean master hand and like just stuff like this, preparing graphics, etc. for a little over a year and a half. So it's been some time now. So it's like now it's kind of like shit or get off the pot now. I got to either like make this into something or I don't know. Or skate by with what I'm doing, which is, it gets a little rough. What I'm doing, I love what I'm doing, but like having another job and then having to do this, because like that's why I'm doing this so late today. Yeah, the mics definitely need to be centered. So I'm doing this a little bit late today, mostly because I had work earlier, and that's a pretty common thing that happens where I just have like work and then like I'm so tired doing this stuff. So what happened is I end up doing this stuff really late at night, and then like and then I'm like wrecked for the next day. And I totally have my normie music on. I tried to pick music that had like no vocals in it. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Drop that behind. Alright. Heck yeah, we want to apply that. Drop this down just a hair. And like if you guys are trying to learn Photoshop and like this is actually helpful for you or you want some guidance, like I could do this stuff somewhat regularly in terms of like Photoshop tutorials. I'm not a pro at Photoshop. I'm actually self-taught on all this stuff. But I don't know, I definitely get stuff done, so. Let me see. This isn't centered either. I have so many freaking layers and different things in here where it's like hard to get it to lock to a center point. Chroma key green. It's easier to put the video feed. Yeah, it kind of is easier to make the boxes like that, but sometimes I just like start how I'm starting right now and I don't set it up optimally. There are definitely better ways to do this though. That's for sure. Yeah, man, that's all Photoshop really is. It's just kind of exposure. I learned a lot by some friends I had who were pretty handy in Photoshop. I would just watch them do stuff, and then it made sense. And then like some of the shortcuts, like what I just did here, where it says PSS, I'm gonna ungroup it. But before I ungroup it, you can see like it's in this folder. So I have the 7, and I have Platinum Star Smash. They're individual items, but like I have them in a folder group that I could make them together. So basically, all you have to do is like Control-Shift-G, and you ungroup them. There's no more folder. And then like if you just click them together and hit Control-G, got yourself a group. I'm just realizing my caps is on, but that's okay. I guess I could just put the rounds up here, the players up here. Let me see. I don't think I want. What is this? God, I wish I labeled this stuff properly. I really dropped the ball with this overlay. I did it in such a hurry. Yeah, the last minute preparation for Collision was pretty real. It was so last minute. Kind of for no reason. I guess I was just sort of busy. I don't think I like that there. I don't even know if I like that there. It's kind of gross. That's too small. Dude, Drex, I know you're like super far from tournament. You never have to apologize about not being able to make it, man. That's for sure. Totally understand. 2 hours. That was cool you even came that first time, man. That's a long trek. I was pretty stoked that you made it though. I guess that's okay like that. You put the players' names there. Probably put the round up here. I don't think I need a box for it though. I'll just put it up there. Yeah, I like that. That works. Second secondary overlay. Don't need this anymore. PSS 7, Platinum Star 7, that's all up to date. I should really throw a date on these things too. I guess I don't need to though. Whatever. Not gonna do it. So main overlay is done without cameras. With cameras, that's been done. There's the other overlay now that needs to be corrected. This one. Hey, it's Biddy. Yeah, Biddy, I'm like trying to just do like more prep work now. So like eventually when people can actually do these things, or like MHG makes enough money where I could either pay people to do this stuff or like train someone to do this stuff, these will be sort of good videos to reference. So it doesn't save JPEGs automatically. What I'm doing is like here, I'll resave this one, King. What happens is you save it just as a regular Photoshop doc like this, and then that's that. So that's easy. But then when you want to save it to like show up on your stream, you have to save it as a PNG, because a PNG has all of like, you see how this is all cut out and open? If this was a JPEG, you would have the background in the back and it would just be white. You wouldn't be able to see through this opening. So what happens is you go to save as, and you just save as a PNG, and then that's it. So you're really saving it twice. You save it once as Photoshop, and then you save it again as PNG, and then the PNG is what you use in OBS. I don't think OBS does straight Photoshop docs. If it does, I don't know about it. It definitely does PNGs though, and those files are lossless, which means like they're not going to lose any pixels or anything that you have saved in here, provided like they're the right resolutions and everything, which they will be if your document is set up. Right, yeah, so if JPEGs are basically things that you don't need to see through. Yeah, yep. So all your Photoshop stuff, and then your Photoshop docs can just be saved to PNG. I mean, you can save Photoshop docs to a lot of things. You could make them PDFs, JPEGs, obviously, all kinds of stuff in here. But mostly PNG is gonna be your homie. All right, so I'm actually knocking through this stuff pretty good. So overlays are updated, and I mentioned this earlier, but since all of these PNGs, I'm just saving over them, because I'm just updating them like right on the Photoshop doc. But if I resave the PNG, is this all right? Oh no, this isn't all right. I forgot to change the date. But when you are using the same PNG that's referenced in in OBS already, it'll just save over with all of your corrections. So you don't even have to go in and re-add anything. OBS basically sets itself up based on how you did it last time. So, right, so save, and then I'm going to save as PNG, and then that's a wrap. That'll be updated in OBS. Dude, organization for these Photoshop docs is crucial. Uh, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff in the middle of matches, like the thumbnails especially, if I didn't have them organized. This one's actually pretty organized, this overlay. But like I was just in the other one, it's not as organized, just things mislabeled and stuff. But let's save this and get out of here. But yeah, it'll make your life a lot easier, and it's really not that hard. The organization, you'll feel a lot better. It's like cleaning up your room, you know, like you don't have to clean it and it can look like shit, but like if you clean it, you're gonna feel way better after and you'll know where stuff is. It's like the same kind of idea. Don't need that. What do I need to do? Oh, okay, the top 8 graphic. That's easy. A lot of times I don't even do this one until like the day of because it's really easy to fix. Okay, Platinum Star 6. And these all get their separate file. I just save them as a new file. These take a little bit of finesse. So for these, I basically just have all the stocks in one folder and I just move them as I need to. But I usually will click all the layers off before a new tournament because it's always different. Well, not always, it depends. Diddy Kong's almost always sitting right up here. That's more often than not because James is usually entering. But there is no James this week. So if you're planning to come to Platinum Star, you don't have to necessarily worry about losing like your round 1, 2, or 3 super early if you're on the top of the bracket. So that's kind of fun. Although, honestly, top seed's probably going to be like Justy or someone, man. I mean, it depends who shows up. I'm going to guess Justy just because he's been consistently placing. Dude, what's pretty cool about that, despite losing, which does suck, I guess, but like we have the redemption bracket too. So even for the money, even if you're going 0-2, at the very least you get a whole nother tournament to enter. And those actually have quite a bit of variability because there's a lot of times like you'll see someone win the redemption bracket that you just wouldn't expect or just is like random, and it's kind of cool. I'm a very big proponent of redemption bracket because I've gone 0-2 my fair share of times. I know I don't enter much and it's been a long time, but in that time I've definitely gone 0-2 and feels bad, man. Double 0-2 probably feels worse. So I guess it does have that possibility of making you feel really bad about yourself. But like honestly, it's for fun. Redemption, you're not really playing for much aside. I just look at it as getting more games to get to play. Here's another thing I do. I always guess how many entrants I'm going to get in the next event. And the difference is in being optimistic and being realistic. I'm going to guess a solid 47. Yeah, 478. That's totally it. Optimistic. I'm going to guess a good 47 entrants. I feel good about that. It's hard to know, though. Hard to know how many entrants you're going to get any given week. But I've been getting actually messages to the Facebook page of people who've never been, like new people looking to enter, which is really cool. Oh, man, 05 feels bad. Dude, that's the whole idea. You just gotta have fun with this stuff, especially a game like Smash. Like it's made to have fun, dude. We're a bunch of tryhards and kind of lame about it, but this game is ultimately made to chill with. All right, this looks good. Platinum Star 7, 47 entrants, state, right, Smash GG. All right, let's save that bad boy. And obviously we could get rid of these names. We could definitely get rid of James because we know he's not going to be there. I doubt New York is going to travel, but they might. You never know. Platinum's starting to get a little bit of clout, so that's good. All right, so that's done. Man, I gotta make these advertisements. I might not do these right now. I should do them right now. I have to do them, so. Dude, NY is honestly the best, dude. That's like primordial Smash right there, man. Those guys are a bunch of animals. They're so awesome though. They're great to watch. They're really excitable. They got good personalities, and there's a lot of them. They got Xeno Weekly, which is sick. Aeon Weekly starting to grow a little bit. New York's got such a good scene. It's really cool because like obviously they're really close together. They being like city and everything like that. It's so carpools are nice. They got all the public transports. Good region. We got finesse a little bit in New Jersey. I think I changed the date. Oh yeah, I do have to change the date. I have the 6th. That's today. Dude, I do this so much. Nothing's worse than putting the wrong date and copy pasting it in all of like I've done it in all the YouTube descriptions and I've had to like go back and change it. It's the worst. Yeah, it's a good catch. Thanks. I guess I just okay, cool. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a stream tonight. I was kind of just doing this to cover my bases because I'm trying to stream a little bit more. Obviously, this isn't a big turnout because it's literally just me sitting at my computer. But I'll get on to more exciting stuff. So while I have you guys here, assuming you guys are fans, I'm going to talk about this Patreon a little bit. I might take a break from this speedrun. I might not do these ads right now. But this is something I actually want to work pretty well. As you can see, the descriptions are already super wordy and need to be adjusted. But I just have to fix the whole format. But basically what I'm trying to do is create a Patreon that it almost works like the compendiums, where a compendium you would donate to people for traveling purposes or really anything like that. And then it helps people travel. So my thought is if you were to do that on a community basis versus a compendium basis, then you get a collection of money, to which case you could either get your guys traveling on your own or take that bulk sum and put it into a compendium or something like that. So like what I wanted to do is at certain thresholds unlock certain things. Like these all need to be fixed, honestly, but the idea is there. Let me see. Regular tournament attendees, PR players, and casters will receive some aid to travel outside the state. Right, so at $500. Because, like, $500 isn't that much, but it's enough where I can kind of share. Because before this goal, what I want to do is I'm getting familiar with video editing, but as you can see, I already do, like, a good portion of this work, so sometimes it's just a lot. So I'd like to just pay video editors within the scene, preferably within New Jersey, because I know the work will be good because they're going to care about it more directly. Basically to make videos for the MHG channel. Yeah, the link to Patreon's easy. This is going to be a huge thing where I got to like follow through on. That's weird. I thought Patreon had one of the exclamation things. Patreon. Let me try something. Patreon. Oh, I know what it is. I have it for mods only. I gotta actually add Goat as a mod anyways. Let me see. Why is this difficult for me? Where's the thing? Ah, there we go. Mod user. You know what? Where's King? King, you're a mod too. You're a homie. Biddy's already a mod. Let me see who else. Actually, you know what, man? Yeah. I'm in with that. Drek's been putting in mad work. He helped with the collision a lot last week. For anyone who doesn't know Drex, he lives in like top left corner of New Jersey, from what I understand. Helped with collision last week. He was on the stream. He was on the last Platinum stream. He's like 2 hours away. I ended up making the trip. It was pretty cool. Yeah, dude, Prime's a homie too. Alright, so that's that. But anyways, right, so what kind of videos? I want to start doing some more videos, mostly just about what's going on in general. Yeah, NJ would totally be Mario. But so basically, I just want people to understand what's going on, because I think there's a really big disconnect between everyone wanting Smash to grow and everyone Yeah, so yeah, the Patreon video right now is unlisted on the YouTube feed. I'm gonna release it like in general, but since I haven't like done a hard launch of Patreon yet, I just didn't want to make a big deal yet. The video is a little bit slapstick too because I literally learned how to video edit as I was making this video. But anyways, I want to start doing more videos with kind of just explaining what's going on, kind of bridge the gap because everyone wants like Smash to grow and the scenes to grow. But like it's really hard to like bridge that to someone who's never watched a Smash tournament before or seen anything related to Smash. So it's like if I have a friend and I'm like, oh yeah, check out my stream, and they check out a tournament, they just don't know what's happening. So if I made some videos, essentially, you know, you talk about some risers, some fallers, PR people, what events are going on, overlay that with footage we're already getting, and then all of a sudden you kind of have some cooler, more unique content and people a little bit more informed. Yeah, Biddy, I used Sony Vegas for this. I ended up buying it on a Humble Bundle. It was like 20 bucks for Vegas and like all of these other programs. Man, I'm just staring at this MHG Patreon Scarlet Classic ad thing. I gotta do it. I don't feel like it. This is supposed to be a speed run, and I'm sitting here like bitching about stuff I gotta do. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be podcast format or not. I think it would be really cool to do that. Obviously, I could get the homies on like Discord call and we just kind of go in and talk about stuff. But I just want to give a little bit more back to like average person watching this stream because the streams get so catered towards like top players, which is great, man. It's cool to cater to top players because you want them and they kind of carry the views in a lot of ways. But like, I think for large scale growth, for large scale growth, I think. Basically, having the scenes sustain themselves without necessarily needing outside help from other ones is the way to go. So I don't know if Patreon's necessarily the way to go, but I know that like Twitch streams for regions, it's tough because Twitch is a really personal thing. Like you get tips, you get subs, and people are like basically streaming to your personality. But like if you're a tournament stream or a community stream, you can't really do that. Actually, you can as a community stream, but that's actually what I'm trying to do. Building multiple personalities, and then when people buy into multiple personalities, then you disperse basically your earnings between the community to grow into bigger, better things. Yeah, basically, King. I'm not super. I'm actually gonna have to look into that, the Overlook, ESPN Overlook. But it would be nice to have kind of segments where you talk about stuff. And I know we're just Smash right now, but I do think that there's a lot of things with just competitive gaming in general that are just really overlooked. Everyone's like, oh, wow, you had this many people play games and, hi, Nakira. But you have this many people play games, like, in one place on a Saturday, but everyone's just baffled as to why. Yeah, this is totally a mod chat, but this is important. You guys are ultimately the guys that sort of matter for this stuff. Because, like, if you're tuning into me just doing this, like, it's pretty obvious that you would tune into most other things. So if, like, I could kind of pinpoint the right shit to do, then it would be good. Yeah, so many swords. Don't be crossing them in front of me, though. That was gay. Well, I mean, it makes more sense. Like, you'd want to help me out more if there was more incentives for you to help out. And that's just being a human being and spending your time with anything. Because, like, MHG is, like, technically it is an LLC and it is all under my name. But, like, my main thing was I wanted this to be community run. So how do you make something run with a community, but meanwhile, it's like if I'm the one accountable and responsible for it, I have, like, a certain way I want it to look. So for me, I just want to, like, develop people. Kind of, if that makes sense. So, because I feel like the more developed we are collectively, the better off this region's going to be, and then that's how you kind of turn into a powerhouse. Because it's hard to get the numbers that like other places get regularly, and that's just because New Jersey is just different than other places. But yeah, I was almost going to watch this video with you guys now. I don't know. Do we want to do that? Do we want to watch this Patreon video? It's like 8 minutes. I didn't want it to be that long, but I feel like I covered a lot of material. All right. I'm gonna play it, but let me pause Normie music. For anyone curious what you're listening to this band, and so I watch you from afar. These guys are sick. They don't have a lot of vocals, but they're pretty dope. Anyways, that's that. Get this out of here. All right. Here we go. Hello,
My name is Chris ZX. I am the founder and
It's me.
behind Master Hand Gaming. For those of you who might be unfamiliar or this is a new thing, Master Hand Gaming kind of built a niche in New Jersey, essentially going around the state, streaming Super Smash Bros. Tournaments, and that is sort of what we do. However, there was always a bigger ambition behind this, and it's probably not the time to get into why or how this all worked out, but just know that it's kind of working out. And I'm getting to a point where it feels like I could definitely be contributing more or doing a little bit more, and as I'm seeing the scene grow, and I'm seeing a lot of new Smash Brothers streamers and all the excitement with the Switch release, I'm realizing that there's a lot more to be done, and that's what brings me to Patreon here today. And if you're unfamiliar with Patreon or how this platform works, you as the patron essentially will look through a bunch of content creators, whether they be artists, musicians, gamers, podcasts, whatever the form may be, and you decide that you like that channel or you like that artist or that creator, and you're going to give some money to reach some thresholds and tiers to unlock new content from that content creator. Now, the reason this platform seems like a good fit for Master Hand Gaming is because
Hell yeah, I put that Gunblade clip on
currently
purpose.
the way that the community that I'm entrenched in right now, which would be Smash Brothers, is very grassroots. So the whole concept of money and cash flow and business, it's not quite paved out yet. And it might not be for a while. And I think that's okay. But then I think that leaves a lot of room for us as a community to be really creative in terms of how it can grow and what it looks like and develops into. Because there's a lot of different directions this can go. We see it so often right now where the community will come out in droves and just fund something. A lot of times it's to get players to travel, or a lot of times it's, I don't know, maybe for a pop bonus, really for anything to add to a tournament or an experience to get players essentially playing each other from different regions, which is what an esport is all about. So if we're trying to build an esport, these are the things that we want to have happen.
Having a good time. We're about to start grand finals of the Legend of Glintendo. $200 pop bonus provided by Energy Nairo for this tournament. And James taking, oh wow, I took it for granted that he would take that first stock. Very surprised.
Yeah, my guess is that James kind of started that tornado just a little bit too late. By the way, he's fighting against Light. And that should be it, and it is. So James having a long road to win this tournament.
Yep.
And everyone from New Jersey is just praying to God that someone could take James's money for once.
Yeah, this is kind of a, I don't know who New Jersey's cheering for, because there's like, we must not let James win the tournament, but James is like defending this house.
We do focus as an event organizer and stream. Really, I got into this thing as wanting to be somewhat of
That's such a harsh
manager
transition,
and
but I don't
wanting
care.
to
Gunblade talking to
grow
me.
the player base. I mean, having a really cool game like Smash Brothers to make competitive and to meet people with is fantastic, but if you have a stagnant or non-growing base of players, you're doomed for failure. So, I'm coming today with something a little different in terms of how I would like to generate money and why. So as I explained, money is a little bit tough to get with so many people involved in the scene and not a central place to really bring it to. You have a very scattered pool of funding. Now, it does work in a very organic sense where good organizers will get good turnouts, and that's the exchange there. There's a very good law of exchange happening between the value you provide to a tournament and the people coming and the money that's created. And then naturally, you would use that money to create better tournaments, better experiences, just more for your audience, essentially, as that exchange. Now, the tricky part with where I came in is I started MHG essentially to fill in the gaps for what wasn't available.
You get the first stock though, Biddy. That's all I show.
For Smash Brothers. And the reason I chose Smash Brothers and the reason why it's important, although I don't really want to get like stuck in Smash Brothers only, but the reason why it's important is because this is really the only gaming community that I know that has kind of just banded together and said, hey, this is a children's party game, but we like to play it one-on-one competitively, and we want to see it be an esport. It's literally, it's a passion project. It's a passion project from everyone. It's a total anime. And I think that's really cool, and that's really what I've been trying to build in my region. For the fact it may be is it's hard for MHG to really have a consistent flow of events where you get a huge drive of people there that frequently enough where I could then pool money into bigger things. So that's why Patreon is a good fit, because essentially what I'm looking to do is drive up a monthly sort of, what do you call it? A monthly cash flow to which we can do the things as a state, or even just as a bigger audience, to drive the players that aren't just big names, but you recognize from actually watching the local streams and seeing who's coming up, who's going down, and seeing what's what. Getting those people represented at bigger events and having them just be, you know, grow a little bit more. And then in a sense, everyone kind of grows together. So what I'm looking to do is essentially take a part of this, a part of the earnings, and not just make new content for the channel, which I do think is important. I would like to offer more content in terms of PR clips, PR highlight films. I would like to introduce some more montages, some more wrap-ups of tournaments, and then I would also like to tackle some other things, some bigger things. How we can use a platform like this to essentially fund all of the different regions on a very grassroots stage, because if we grow grassroots, we kind of dictate what all of this becomes. It's not like a proven formula, and that's really the exciting part of this for me.
Back air, dodged it.
Oh,
Hit the sweet spot.
No sweet spot on the Dragon Killer today, but Mr. E going deep for that forward air. He has no choice but to fall to his death. Lowers the PK Thunder. I feel like he could have made it back to the stage. The crowd is surrounding.
Yes.
People are getting hyped for this set. Gets the back throw. He steps up. He kills up. Great Gonzalez moving on to the top 8 qualifier today.
Congratulations to Great Gonzalez with a great win today, making his name ring true here at Royal Flush in Atlantic City.
And New Jersey is bringing in the hype, cheering on for their boy, Great Gonzalez. My word.
So that's what I got for you guys today. So if this all sounds interesting, or this sounds like an idea that you can get behind, even if it's not for Smash Brothers, even if you're not a fan of that in particular, consider becoming a patron. Because I would like to expand this. I do think that this is a formula that could possibly work, especially for smaller streams like me, or ones that just don't get enough airtime, or just don't quite have the material to do it. So with all the incentives I'm adding as patrons, that'll give you guys a lot of opportunities to get involved in things like game night, calls, all these types of things that I'm planning on building content around. And then we can all just grow together, and we kind of make this what it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I hope you check out the channel. I hope you consider becoming a patron. If not, maybe sub to our Twitch. Again, like, I don't feel super confident in Twitch, mostly because I don't get enough airtime, but I think that can change. And I think that change starts now. So again, thank you for watching. I'm Chris ZX. Have a good one.
Yo, you like that wink at the end? Yeah. I would honestly love to run Rivals, man. It's just it's really lacking like a player base. Dude, I thought that wink was smooth. Like it was a good one. It's funny because I tried to do that in as few cuts as possible, and like I nailed the wink, and I was just like, fucking yeah. Because like there's a lot of times you just wink and it looks awkward as fuck. But anyway, so that's the Patreon. It's still kind of a hot mess. It needs to be fixed. But the idea is there. I'm definitely going to make better incentives. I'm going to have some kind of exclusive Discord channels. Basically, Discord channels essentially dedicated to some more like IRL stuff like what you're watching right now. And then once that happens, we could do like some, I don't know. I just think it'll make things more interesting, quite frankly. But all right. Well, guys, I think it's about time for me to go eat dinner. How good is this Sega Genesis remix of Mega Man X? So good. So, yeah, Platinum Star is going to be live tomorrow. It's a little loud. Platinum Star is going to be live tomorrow, probably around 4. If you're not going to make it, that's when you can watch it. I think single starts at 5:30, so I got some time for that. Cool. Yeah, so I'll see whichever one of you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you in this chat for now, that's a wrap. I'm going to do this other stuff. I kind of failed my speed run today because I didn't finish either of these 2 things. But I'll just do that later, whatever. All right, dudes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. I'll catch you later.